Hello everybody, and now welcome to Shadow Key. For today's video, I'm going to walk you through a real-life example from an issue of a work order all the way to resolution. Work order can come up at separate different ways. For example, if your renter call you and say, hey, I have a leaky sink in my kitchen, there's a few ways that you can enable them to create the work order. One is you can direct them to say, hey, for future reference, you can go to your designated number and call or text that number, and they will automatically create a work order for you. Now, for a second, if you want to do it for them, you can do that as well. All you have to do is go to work order, and on the top right-hand corner, you can say add a new work order. Then what you're going to do is you can select their renter's name. For example, Frank is what we did last time, and then you can select the property. For example, the property that we have will be in the White House. Then you can say whether your work order will be managed by AI or not. You can set by AI, or do you want to self-manage? That's fine as well. Then you can select your renter's availability. Let's just say that you have them available from today, from 9 a.m. all the way till next week, 7 p.m. If you do not know the availability, what you can do is to put a current time, that's the right now time, and the system will be able to identify, say, hey, it is not something in the future that they can book, reasonably to book a slot for them for vendors to take a look. So what they will do is they'll reach out to the renter, and it will ask them for their availability either by text or calling them. Then what you can do, you can just say a summary, just say, hey, kitchen, sink, leaking, and that, right? We can say this for plumbing, let's say a medium priority. And then what you can do is also you can add photos, right? You can say here is our photo of our leaking drain. Then you can submit a request. Now we can see here the order has been created and everything has been initiated. And we go to the details here. Right now, you can see the status of this particular work order. Right now, it is in vendor search mode. Right now, it's being searching a vendor. Now, if you want to take a look at the historical or the outreach that we did, we can go to a conversation history. You can see all the text that we did reach out to. For example, the first round will be your preferred vendor. Now, we set up Joe previously. You can see the text that Joe was getting. So, we're trying to have a job in your area. Can you provide a quote? And they have the quote information with a URL that they can go to. Now, if they go to the URL, they're able to see all the detailed information, like the property city. It will not provide the exact location during the quoting stage. We will see the renter's availability time, summary of the information, and ask them if they want to submit a quote. So, for example, if I'm wearing the hat of Joe right now, I'm getting this text. I'm going to, on my phone, I'm scrolling through here. So, oh, it's a plumbing issue. Let's just say that is a $50 issue. Just say that's going to be 100. Maybe without assessment fee, let's do no assessment fee, $100 max, right? So what you have end up doing is you can provide any kind of note, and they can select their availability. Let's say I'm available next Friday around let's say 11:30. So a 30-minute session, and they can update. And that's it. From Drill's side, it's already finished their submission of their quote, and it will go back to our system, and we will try to match your quote with the appropriate vendor. Now it will go through. If you have enough, then you will reach out to Joe once they confirm. With some YouTube magic, now we have time have lapsed, and we can go to our property. We can see it's already finished bidding. And right now we're in the decided fulfilling phase. Now we can see if we go to Joe, it has already texted Joe the information about the property. So we can utilize this URL and take a look at what Joe is looking at. All right, this is what Joe will look at. Here's a order detail with appointment time. Will be New York time, and also the property address, the renter's information, and the summary and the photo they can take a look at. Whether or not it's leaking, they can take a look, and they can say, I don't want to order anymore, or they finish. They will do order complete. If they want to update price, they can do that. And once they're finished, they can actually upload an invoice that will recap everything. So they can do, let's just say they finish, everything's completed, and yeah, so they can hit update. And once that's been updated, if you log back in, your work order now is done. You can look at your past work order histories. So this one is already done. And what you notice is you go to your dashboard, you can see your payment, and you have an active payment that you can go through. And you can see here's the Zelle, here's the payment link. And if there's any invoice, you can see it here. You can also update your payment record in the edit section. So let's say that you finish paying that, you can go to edit and you can update your payment record and you can set it to paid. And then after that, Joe will get a notification to say, hey, I already paid for it, and they can help to check that out. So that's it. In a nutshell, that's how you go from work order to vendor bidding until you have the work order fulfilled by vendor, and also after it's been closed, you will see Joe actually have a text message that says, "Oh, everything is done. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next one."